Florida has long been a state known for producing some of hip-hop's most influential and controversial artists. From Miami to Jacksonville, the Sunshine State has given rise to both lyrical talent and street legends. Few have made as much noise, both in the music industry and the criminal justice system, as Kodak Black. Known for his raw delivery, legal troubles, and unexpected moments of vulnerability, Kodak's life has been a roller coaster of success, controversy, and incarceration. In this video, we break down the criminal history of Florida rapper Kodak Black and how his run-ins with the law shaped the course of his career. Kodak Black was born due an octave on June 11, 1997 in Pompano Beach, Florida, and later changed his legal name to Bill Kahan Capri. Raised by a single Haitian mother in the Golden Acres public housing project, Kodak was exposed to street life from a young age. He started rapping in elementary school and recorded his first music under the name J Black. By the time he was a teen, he had joined a local rap group called Brutal Youngs and later the Colleons. His breakout moment came in 2014 with the viral success of his track No Flockin, a gritty, offbeat freestyle that eventually laid the foundation for his signature sound. That record earned him cosigns from major artists like Drake and helped launch him into national fame. Kodak's music success came hand in hand with a long list of legal problems. His first brush with the law occurred as a minor, and by the time he was gaining traction in the rap game, he had already faced multiple charges. In 2015, he was arrested in Pompano Beach on charges of robbery, battery, false imprisonment of a child, and possession of cannabis. Despite the seriousness of the charges, Kodak managed to avoid serious prison time and continued to gain popularity. However, that same year, his legal issues started stacking. Kodak was arrested several times throughout 2016 and 2017 for everything from probation violations to weapons and drug possession. In one case, police claimed he was seen on Instagram live around drugs and firearms while being on probation, leading to more time behind bars. Kodak's inability to stay out of trouble began overshadowing his music, even as he dropped successful mixtapes and albums. One of the most serious cases came in 2016 when Kodak was charged with first-degree criminal sexual conduct in South Carolina, accused of raping a high school student after performance. That case dragged on for years, and in 2021, Kodak eventually accepted a plea deal, pleading guilty to a lesser charge of first-degree assault and battery, receiving 18 months probation and mandatory counseling. Although he avoided prison for that case, it remained a dark cloud over his reputation. In 2019, Kodak was arrested on federal weapons charges, accused of lying on background check forms to purchase firearms. Prosecutors alleged he had falsified information about his criminal history on federal documents while buying weapons, including a gun later found at a crime scene. Kodak pleaded guilty and was sentenced to 46 months in federal prison. He served time in Kentucky's United States Penitentiary Big Sandy, one of the toughest federal prisons, and one of the most unexpected turns of his legal saga. Kodak was granted a presidential pardon in January 2021 by Donald Trump during the final hours of his presidency. The pardon was reportedly influenced by Kodak's charitable contributions while behind bars and support from celebrities like Lil Yachty and NFL player Deion Sanders. Upon release, Kodak returned to music, dropping new songs and appearing more focused. But freedom didn't last long. Kodak was arrested again in Fort Lauderdale for possession of oxycodone after police found over 30 pills and more than $70,000 in cash in his vehicle during a traffic stop. He posted bail but continued to deal with probation violations and court appearances. As of 2023, Kodak was arrested again for failing a court-ordered drug test, complicating his probation status. While some of these charges were eventually dropped or resolved, the pattern of trouble continued. Kodak Black's legal troubles have often run parallel with his rap career, elevating his mystique while also threatening to derail his future. Despite everything, he remains one of Florida's most compelling and controversial voices in hip-hop. His story is a complicated one. A talented artist caught between the streets and the spotlight, fame, and freedom. Whether Kodak will be able to stay out of trouble and fully focus on his music remains to be seen. But one thing is clear, his legacy is as much about survival as it is about sound.